The meaning of happiness confounded me for such a long time. Pleasure never really revealed anything lasting, and the same was true of anything that I thought would bring lasting happiness. A wife, my children, exercise, bodily health or mental health. None gave way to anything that was more than fleeting. Paradoxically, each of these things, they all hold a glimpse of happiness. I think that's the addictive nature of pleasure, is that they all actually hold this tiny experience of the real self. And that's the draw or the attraction. It's the crossover. One being happiness permanent and free, unconditional completely, and then pleasure being bondage, slavery, imprisonment, and fleeting, with just the hint of something real. Later, after years of contemplative practice, I would sit with a word until some deep or untouchable intellect would reveal the truth of the concept that I was scrutinizing. On one such study, it was revealed that love is never truly unconditional. I've written quite a bit on it in my book and in the guides and other books that I've done. But suffice it to say that unconditional love is potential in its infinite form. It's all there ever could be, without limit at all, just waiting to be manifest. So how is it then possible that any one human being could love unconditionally? No one could know the true depth of a love that is in itself boundless, infinite, and ineffable. I mean, we can reason that love therefore must be causeless. There can't be a cause to infinity, to unconditionality. After all, love is the purest experience of what we could call divine intelligence. It's an uncontrollable gift of grace that no man, male or female, or other, can turn on or off. If we look at Christian scripture, it tells us that God is love. And this alone is as good a starting point as any for a contemplation on what love is. We can also say that love is God, and that to know God is to feel the presence of our Creator and seek it out all the more vehemently. Who does not want to be loved? Does anybody have a real sense of choice over wanting to be loved or to be happy? I don't think so. God remains blind to itself in this seeking. But of course God laid down all the clues to make the journey as interesting as possible. Pleasure seems to keep God pointed away from itself, whilst happiness seems to point the way home. And this is the same with truth. Lies seem to pave a way for destruction and rebirth, incarnation and reincarnation, whereas the truth acts like a polar north, pulling home, taking us back to the North Pole, where all of our presents are stored. So happiness, as I see it, is the strongest flavour of love. It lingers on the palate of experience with a certainty that destroys all pleasurable facsimiles. True happiness, therefore, being causeless and choiceless, has no qualities but description. In my experience, everyone wants happiness. I've never heard of anyone choosing a life of unhappiness. And I really can't see that actually ever happening. Even the dog next door, although it's barking, is happy in its barking. And happiness is therefore our starting point, our true nature. It's the unveiled state. It is liberation. It is God.